Bitcoin hoodie guy coming back with another Kaspa video. Before we get into it, could you please Mike Tyson the like and subscribe button? Well, Kaspa is having a nice run back up here, kind of bottomed out at 18.7 cents today, back over 19 cents. You can see that it wasn't too long ago, it was about 19 and a half cents. Who knows if we're able to break that all-time high, but you can see that we're only about 3.5% away. So considering where a lot of the other altcoins are, we're looking really good. What last day we're up 3%. You can see, ETH is up almost 3%, but a lot of the other Bitcoin is down almost 1%. Most alts, some are starting to come back. Bitcoin Cash is bouncing back, but Kaspa's looking good. Hash rate keeps growing, fluctuating. I know that it's peaked up over 600, pulled back, but when you zoom out, and that's the thing to keep in track. I don't know when you got into Kaspa. I feel like most people watching my channel got in at different levels. Some people under 1 penny, some in the 1 to 5 cent range, some in the 12 to 16 cent range, but most people are in profit. So you zoom out. I know sometimes it feels like we've been going sideways forever, because we went from that kind of that 15 to 10 cent range for a while, then busted out of that and then still hung into that range. So really, when we first hit 15 cents, that was the end of last year, like November time, November. So it's been a long time, but when you zoom out and see overall where things are going, it's looking good. No new post on Casplex KRC20. That's probably in the short term the biggest thing that could come out. I don't know. They're going to give probably at least a week or two advance notice when they post. So looks like we probably won't get anything until the second half of August. Part of the video today is power projection, which you've probably heard of the Soft War book by Jason Lowery, MIT grad in the Space Force. I've read part of it. It's hard to get your hands on now because the Pentagon doesn't want him talking about it. And his thesis is that you throughout history, animals, militaries, power projection, you're projecting your power to protect the oceans, the skies, land. Animals have horns. And so through cyberspace, like just having some kind of software to try to protect against hacks and things like that, he doesn't think that's good enough. That you need to project a physical cost. So to him, that'd be proof of work. Now he's thinking the national strategic significance of Bitcoin. And so what if it could be something else like Kaspa? I don't know. I think it's the thesis is that it's proof of work. So you're converting electricity. There's a physical cost of having to buy all those computers or buy the Bitcoin. And you can see now that the cost of computing computers and software is pretty cheap. So how many spam emails do you get? Just imagine if someone had to pay a cost for every spam email. That would cut them down a lot. So it'll be interesting. And that would probably in social media, there's so many spam bot comments. Now for Kaspa, that basically 1,367 Kaspa gives you the same ownership of the Kaspa network. That's 121 millionth. I think overall there's going to be less Kaspa lost than Bitcoin, and eventually quantum computing might be able to get the Bitcoin back. So it's an interesting to think that Bitcoin's the largest, most secure right now, but could that change in the future? I don't know. I know I'm not smart enough. I have Bitcoin and Kaspa, but Kaspa feels like it could be something, and it's not going to happen anytime soon. And it's maybe the market makers and power players push it down. Maybe the best tech doesn't quite win out. Maybe the first mover advantage stays in place. I don't know. That's why it's good to think about these things in theory. 10 blocks per second, eventually 100 blocks per second, KRC20s, a lot of things on the horizon, but really, we don't know what the future is going to be, and a lot of speculation all over the market with crypto. So yeah, you can see the number 9 wallet moving on to something else here. The number 9 wallet, which I know some people have potentially linked, maybe that to be an exchange. They just picked up 800,000 more Kaspa, so they're loaded up at 180 million, about $34 million. Just like Davey said, I just want more. I just can't come up with more cash. That's That's how a lot of us are. A lot of us have been, in the bear market and been loading up in the first half of this bull market, which you got to be honest, Bitcoin was 17,000. Now it's almost 70 again. So, we're in a bull market. And I think the big explosive blow off top will come. It'll come hot and heavy. But when someone asks how much Caspi you have, the answer is always want more, not enough. And so, um, you know, and it's good to study, figure things out, try to get your game plan together if you're going to take profit, not long term. Things are always changing with technology. So um, it's always good that for me is to reassess my game plan. And you're going to be reassessing it next year because who knows? I mean, whether we hit $2 or $3, $5, we don't know. We can cast our magic ball and try to figure that out. It's a little bit of a guessing game. There's lots of macroeconomic conditions. I don't know if you saw the United States move the $2 billion worth of Bitcoin. So U.S. Marshals Bitcoin transfer to Coinbase. So are they going to sell it? Is the current administration seeing that Trump's talking about a strategic stockpile? Maybe they're going to want to front run that and say, hey, look, we're the Democrats. We did that. I don't know. Or maybe they're selling it. I don't know. If they sell it, that's going to be a huge issue, difference. So yeah, let's see what some people on Twitter are saying. Wolfie got his one key. I've personally never used one key. I've seen some other people, but um, so he's got his one key wallet. Whatever you're doing, whether it's one key, Tangent, Ledger. Well, actually, Ledger's a little bit more roundabout. I know they did that fundraiser, so maybe Ledger will be a little bit easier. I think right now, Ledger, you have to have that 30-party app. Tangent is what I use. I think it's probably the easiest. So custom one key HQ. So yeah, that's you want to keep your crypto in your hardware wallet. Lots of people excited about going back up over 19 cents. Kaspa enthusiast. This is about Fred Thiel, the Mara guy, talking about and I talked about this yesterday. He is basically saying that 1 kilowatt hour of mining Bitcoin gives him about 8 cents. 1 kilowatt hour of mining Kaspa gives him about $1. So lots of people talking about charts really right here. So yeah, that's really all I'm seeing on X right now. Lots of charts right here. Since when I got first ever miner last March 28th and a subsequent pair last July 9th, I've mined 1,088 Kaspa overall, roughly $205. Combined cost for the three miners, including shipping, custom fans, was $1,300. So far, so good. So I guess they've been mining and they've got 1,088 Kaspa overall. Solo mining there, I guess. So there's Marathon Digital right here. Someone's comparing Kaspa's king, the objective fact, mathematically, practically speaking. Kaspa will reach top 3. Let's blow this up. Market cap rank, fixed supply. Ethereum doesn't. Circulating supply 84%. Bitcoin 94%. Censorship resistant. Ethereum is a little different. Some of those pools with the stakeholders are pretty large. Database size, I don't know how much that'll change with Kaspa, but I know with pruning the nodes, maybe it'll still stay down that more, with more transactions, maybe that'll grow. So it's interesting to compare it. We don't know the future. Obviously, you're tuned into this. You believe in Kaspa. Now we're up to almost 19.4 cents. We'll see what crypto rank. Crypto ranks a little. It's showing 19.4 there. Couple nice green candles. Actually showing, almost 19.5. So who knows if we're going to be able to get that 3.5% and break that all-time highs. But once we bust past 20 cents, who knows what's going to happen. So I think it's exciting times. It's interesting to think about certain theories, which when the market's kind of not just completely blowing up and you're not even really trying to think about selling, if anything, you're thinking about buying more, then it's fun to think about this type of theories for Bitcoin or Kaspa, trying to decide what you're going to do with your long-term bag. If you're just basically a buy and hold, or if you're looking to take profit, and maybe the amount you're taking profit with will fluctuate over time. So that's basically it. We're having a nice pump up. We'll see if we can break through that 19.8 cents. Um, 19 basically 19.76 is what coin market cap's calling the all-time high. We'll see if we can bust through that. It really, compared to most other alts, only be down 3.5%, and there we are, 19.44. We'll see. The hash rate has been going parabolic when you look at it. Basically going from, and the end of June, going from uh, 360 up to 600 and pulling back a little bit. KRC20s will be coming on the pipeline. Plus, you have KII working on some stuff in the pipeline there. And yeah, you basically can get the same ownership of the 1/21th millionth of the ownership of the Kaspa circulating supply is 1,366 Kaspa, 0.66. So basically 1,367 Kaspa. And at today's price, is at 19.44 cents, is $265, buys you the equivalent ownership of the Kaspa network as Bitcoin. So that could be very valuable someday. So it'll be interesting. I think it's going to be good to maybe hold some of this long term, because you don't know how it's going to play out. So hopefully this pumps up to 20 cents after the video. But we'll see. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.